to FANatics. Today, we are at BATL Axe London, where I hope to get a bullseye. So let's get in there and see if I can do it.
We are in BATL London, the home of axe throwing since 2006.
Tell us a little bit about what BATL London is.
BATL London is a place for you to come and take out your inner Viking, pretty much, or unleash your inner Viking, if you like. We throw axes, we throw private parties, events, leagues, and walk-ins. The rules are be good to each other or get the heck out of here.
And what are the rules of axe throwing themselves?
The rules of axe throwing are, one main rule we have is closed-toed shoes for sure. We don't want anyone losing a toe. Throw your axe together, retrieve your axe together, and have a great time.
So I've never been here before. I want to learn. Can you teach me?
Yeah, that's my job. That's what I get paid for. So this is what we're going to start with, our axe. So this is a 1.5 pound axe head on a 15-inch body. It's very basic. This one's my own, so it's very, very flashy. The way that we like to start people is we like to have them two-handed. So we're actually going to have our left foot out. If you're right-handed, you're going to put your right hand like a hammer and then cover it up with the other hand like this. So nice and low. You're going to bring it all the way back right behind your head, and you're going to bring it right out in front of you. All right? So it's like almost more of a karate chop than anything else. A lot of people like to show up and throw it like a baseball, and it never works. It's almost like karate chop, as you have to go right through it. Like you're chopping wood. You just let go of it instead. A lot of axe throwing is based on distance, so I could be back there and it'd be 2 rotations. From here, like most throwing, it would be 1 rotation, and we try and make that in for everyone, because everyone kind of throws a little bit differently and how hard they throw and all that kind of stuff.
If someone has their own axe, is it a different weight, or how do they come?
With most like events and stuff, like as you see behind us, we have the axes for them, but for our leagues, you're allowed to bring your own axe, but they have to be within these dimensions.
So you come in with a group of 6 or more, and we will create your tournament for you. You guys will run a round-robin tournament, and then that will lead to an elimination bracket tournament, and then we will crown a champion at the end of the time that you're here.
Talk a little bit about leagues then.
Leagues. So leagues run for 7 weeks. The 8th week is the playoff. Cost for that is $135, so it breaks down to about $15 a night. You can throw for roughly 5 hours a night. You play 1 night a week. And yeah, if you do become a champion of your league, that's where you get to go right on that big scroll on the wall.
How long does it take for someone to be good at this?
Some people can pick it up after the first throw. It normally takes people a few throws, not very many. We've got trained coaches that will help you do everything you need and make sure you're successful at throwing the axe.
So I can come in, I've never done this before, and someone's going to help train me?
You can come in during walk-ins. So walk-ins are Friday nights from 4 till 8, Sunday afternoons from 1 till 5. And you can come in with 1 person, 2 people. Other than that, it's a minimum of 6 people for a party.
I'm an associate professor in the Department of Physics and Astronomy at Western, and I'm the director of the Hume Cronyn Memorial Observatory. So our public nights here have been ongoing for as long as we can remember. In fact, The first public night we had was when the observatory opened in 1940, in October 1940. And so it's one of the highlights, I think, of the work we do at the observatory here. So every Saturday evening, starting the first weekend of May until the last weekend of August, we open up at 8:30 in the evening and we close at 11 p.m. And well, sometimes we stay open a little bit longer. What goes on in these public nights is that we have one of our astronomers giving a presentation about some astronomical topic. Tonight it was about new views of Pluto, but it can be about any sort of astronomical topic that we have. We actually have a schedule on our website. It's then followed by observing, and depending, of course, of the weather, there's more or less interesting objects to see. And as you can hear, sometimes we have flybys of the International Space Station or other kind of spacecraft flying by, which are kind of cool to see. And then we have, of course, we started arranging parts of the observatory as a museum with some old historical artifacts, with some astronomical demonstrations. So it's never a boring night here, I find.
Can you talk a little bit about the building?
Yeah, so the building was built in 1940, and the way it kind of came about is that so Hume Cronyn was a lawyer and a politician here in London, and he married Amelia Labette, daughter of the beer brewer John Labette. And she basically wanted to erect a statue for him in his memory. And the chair of our department back then basically asked, well, would it not be more fitting for a man of science to have an observatory built in his memory? And she agreed. And so she basically donated the money to build the observatory, and we got a telescope. And so it was dedicated to outreach and training, pretty much, and that's the function that the observatory still has this day. And so the building was designed by architect Roy Moore, but it has been renovated a few times throughout the history. Actually, the last time that happened was in 1996.
I see that kids and adults come, so it's really a family event here.
Absolutely. I think a lot of kids get an interest in space and astronomy things at some early time in their life. That's also when I started. When I was 5 years old, I started looking at the stars, and I was hooked. So we see a lot of kids coming in here. They kind of want to see, like, what is a telescope and how do these little points of light look like when you look at a telescope. And so when you look at planets, especially through even a small telescope, it completely changes the way you look at things. So kids find it very fascinating. We find the same with adults. Adults kind of have this fascination, maybe more in say, philosophical way. What are we? Where do we come from? What's the purpose of life? The meaning of life? And so they're also very interested in whatever we can see through telescopes. Yeah.
I think whether you're coming to an observatory or a planetarium or any science center, people are just really interested in space. It's really easy. It's really accessible. You can go even from the most light polluted skies. You can see the stars, and people want to know more about how we fit into that bigger picture.
And you just gave a wonderful talk, and people come and they listen, and it's free for them to come and hear all of this?
That's right, yeah. So during the summer, every Saturday night, there are public nights here at the Cronyn Observatory, and so there's talks on a variety of subjects, and then the telescopes are also set up upstairs as well, so people can look through the telescopes for free. Normally, it's the moon, if it's up, some of the planets, if they're up, so Jupiter and Saturn, you can see the moons of Jupiter, the rings of Saturn. It's really very cool.
And can you talk a little bit about your background?
So I'm originally from the UK, and how I got interested in astronomy, I used to enjoy looking at the stars with my parents, my family. We'd sit in the back garden and just lie on our backs and stare up at the sky, seeing what constellations we could see, counting the number of shooting stars, the number of satellites. Then when I got to school, I had an interest in maths and physics, and then going to university, I was like, what do I want to do? Let's do astronomy. So I just followed my passion. I decided I needed to do something that I was really interested in to make sure I stuck it through. And that's what ended up happening. And here I am now, assistant professor. And
there are kids that come to these lectures as well.
Yeah, the kids are usually the greatest audiences. They have the best questions. You know, they raise their hands. They say, I read this in a book, and you're like, wow, which book have you been reading? That's a great question that you're looking at. And so, yeah, they're very enthusiastic. It's great to see the kids out here. We very much welcome kids.
It's fantastic. I'm really impressed with how well it's staffed and the information available. And it's not the best conditions tonight, obviously, but they've made it a great evening.
And you brought your son.
Yep. He's seems to be pretty fascinated with the stars, so I caught wind that this was available, so we decided to give it a try.
What is your favorite part about tonight so far?
Seeing the moon.
And did you see the moon today?
Yeah.
What did you think of it?
I liked it. It's cool.
And what is your favorite thing today?
I like the craters in the moon.
And what do the craters look like to you?
Like they look like a hole, like a big hole.
Do you think there are aliens on that planet anywhere out there?
No. Yeah.
You do? What kind of aliens?
Ones that spit out candy.
Candy spitting aliens?
Pizza ones.
I like these guys.
So we have a website. I think that's the easiest way to find us. So just go to cronyn.uwo.ca. We also have a Facebook and a Twitter feed that people can look to, and so there we announce our public nights, and we have a schedule online and everything. So.
So we are London's premier archery tag facility, and for those of you who haven't heard of archery tag before, it's like dodgeball, except instead of a ball, you're shooting arrows at people. Now, of course, they're safe arrows; they're foam tipped, so they're not going to impale anyone. Yeah, it's basically that's what it is, and we have a lot of different kinds of games, just like dodgeball might, and it's a lot of fun.
So if I don't know how to shoot an arrow, can I still play?
Yes, absolutely. So for everybody who comes in, we do an orientation with them first. Part of that is teaching them how to shoot, and then making sure that they have some practice so that they're comfortable with the equipment before they go into the arena and play the game.
So I don't need any special equipment to bring myself?
No, not really. I mean, we just recommend that people wear, running shoes and clothes that are easy to move around in, like sportswear type stuff, because it is a sport. But other than that, we provide all the equipment.
You're saying sports, so there is exercise involved.
Yes, yes, there is, absolutely. It's actually a lot of cardio, and usually a session lasts about 50 minutes, and by the end of it, you're feeling it. Yeah, it's a good workout, it really is.
Fun for the whole family?
Yes, so our minimum age is 10, so anyone 10 and up can come and play, and we've had literally 10-year-olds, like groups of 10-year-olds come. We've had up to 70-year-olds come. We've had whole families come, like 3-4 generations come and play. So yeah, it's really it's really good for all ages. So
I'm guessing also team building would be great.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we've had a number of businesses from London come and book private events and do some team building, and they had a great time. So.
If I want to book, how do I go about doing so?
So there's two ways you can do it. You can either go online to thehoodarchery.com and click book now and pick a session that you're interested in and just book in that way. Or you can give us a call and we can book it for you.
You love The Simpsons, right? Who doesn't? But do you know The Simpsons well enough to go and answer some trivia questions? Let's find out.
Y'all ready? I'm Ira Timothy, and me and my friend Kira, we're here to do the Simpsons Trivia at the Poachers Arms. Dental plan. Dental plan.
Okay, Ira, so then how did you come up with the idea?
I'm actually part of a Simpsons online group, Woohoo Classic Simpsons Quotes. and I found out that they do some in some pretty big cities, New York, Toronto, Vancouver, Ottawa, and I thought, you know what, London is full of Simpson heads, so I thought its place deserves a Simpsons Trivia Night.
Talk a little bit about the prizes.
We approached some of our local spots around the city that we knew that would be into a Simpsons Trivia Night, and they were wonderful to donate to us between LA Mood, Heroes, Steam Whistle, Dominoes. There have been so many wonderful people that have helped out. Even Ira's mom was able to help us out, so it's been wonderful.
I love The Simpsons, and when I found out about it, I had to be here tonight.
Do you think you know The Simpsons well enough for a trivia?
I thought I did, but some of the questions were really, really tough.
Are you feeling like you're doing well, or it is hard?
I'm doing fairly well, but yeah, not as well as some of the other teams, I think. But I'm having fun.
What is the name of your team?
Okay, we are Table 5.
Table 5, Table 5, Table 5. Table 5, table.
How did you guys find out about this?
On Facebook, I got an invite, so figured I'd give it a go. I've been a big Simpsons fan for many, many years, so I figured I'd test my knowledge against other people.
How are you finding the questions? Easy, hard?
There's a mix. Some easy, some hard. There's some where you have to go to the back of your brain to try and find them, but we're doing good so far, so hopefully we can continue that.
And you guys are all having a good time?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
What is the name of your team?
We are the All Syrup Super Squishy team.
And so you obviously like The Simpsons. How do you think you guys are doing tonight?
We're doing okay. We came in knowing we weren't going to win, but we were going to have a good time.
How many people do you think attended tonight?
We've been keeping a pretty close count, and I can safely say over 170 people. The winners with 56 points, the Shenanigans! Congratulations to the Shenanigans! There we go.
Did you have a good time tonight?
I did, awesome time.
What was the hardest question?
Oh boy, probably a couple of the quotes that were very obscure.
Are you a big Simpsons fan, or did you just come out for the fun?
I came out for the fun.
Becoming one.
Yeah, I'm becoming a Simpsons fan.
How does it feel to be a big winner?
I can't believe we won. There's so many teams here, but it's pretty cool.
I am too smart. I am too smart. I am too smart.
Today, we're at Laser Quest, but we're not just playing any game. We're doing this FANatics style in cosplay.
Let's go do some laser tag.
How did you come up with a cosplay event for Laser Quest?
It's something that a lot of the kids were talking about because they cosplay anyway, and Laser Quest is a lot of fun. You know how it is. You always start mixing things that you enjoy, so. This club is called the Force City Anime, Culture, and Cosplay. It's the anime and cosplay club. My team just won. The idea of the club was to give youth and adults an opportunity to enjoy the different fandoms they do, be it anime, be it cosplay, be it just general culture. We meet once a month here in London, Ontario. We have a number of the stores as sponsors. They help us out with prizing for different activities and so forth. We then visit our sponsors different times. We do a lot of our meetings at Poachers Arms, where we use the big screen to watch anime, because we have a sponsorship with Crunchyroll. So yeah, we just do all sorts of activities. So tonight we did Laser Quest cosplay evening. We play a lot of card games and outdoor stuff on top of like board game meetups and so forth.
How many people came out tonight approximately?
I'd say about 40 to 50 people. So not too bad.
Will this happen again for your club?
I hope so. This was a very generous offering. I was able to negotiate with Laser Quest here in London to put on this event with my club, and of course with you guys coming out to document this first time. And yeah, I would like to do it again. It sounds like everybody's enjoying it.
Sorry. I want to know everything about this place.
Absolutely. Well, Laser Quest is it's probably the world's biggest laser tag facility. We have over 50 centers in North America. We're actually one of the first few. We have one of the biggest mazes in North America. It's 11,000 square feet. There's about 3 levels here. It's a multi-level maze filled with fog, special lighting. It's a really good time. And generally we say age 7 to 77, but if you're able to wear the pack comfortably, you're able to go. We have some people that come in around age 6 or so, and if they're a little larger, they're good to go. It's just based on averages. So the average 7-year-old can comfortably wear a pack, whereas an average 6-year-old, for 15 minutes to 25 minutes at a time, it does become a little taxing.
So tonight we're having a cosplay event. What are your thoughts on that?
This is a wild event. We've been having a lot of fun with some of the customers here. Not only are the costumes great, but the people are nice, great spirited. There's so much charisma in the room. It really helps us give you guys a great event.
Are you having a good time tonight?
I am having a great time because everyone here is a nerd and I love it.
Always love coming to these events. Love the crowd, always friendly faces.
Because I'm surrounded by people who love the same things that I do.
I'm having a great time. I've only been in the anime club for like 1 or 2 years, and it's always been just a great time hanging out with everyone here. I've made a lot of new friends.
It's been really good because I don't get to play laser tag that often because I'm always busy, but it's so much fun, especially that we're all in costumes right now.
Of course I'm having a good time because I get to get out, play laser tag, and be in cosplay while I do it. So, and I get to hang out with amazing people.
Where can people find out more information?
You can find us at www.laserquest.com. That's laser with an S. Some people spell it with a Z. You can navigate to the London page and find out some of the information there. Otherwise, you can give us a phone call at 519-660-6000, and we'd be happy to book you in.
How can people reach you?
We mostly work on Facebook. So if you look up Forest City Anime Culture and Cosplay, you'll find our webpage. I believe it's actually like facebook.com/Morinomachi, which is Japanese for Forest City, right? We also have like an organization page and so forth, but mostly it's on Facebook. Just join the group and join the family.
Hey, with the light on, I'm a big giant target.
Sorry, okay?
Thanks for watching FANatics. Check us out on Twitter and Facebook, and we'll see you on FANatics. It wasn't good. There was so much courage. I had to get it.
No.